to you, mother. You on probation, right? You just approached me, threatening me. Your words was, we step on shit, okay? You didn't say I, you made it plural. You said we, so that's in cohorts. I mean a gang. You on probation. Then you had a fella with you that was possessing a gun. You are not supposed to be around with people that had guns. The federal authorities, because you made a threat while possessing a gun.
That nigga told gun, bitch ass nigga.
As of March 28, 2026, Charleston White, the same man who has spent years calling Young Thug a rat, snitch, fed, and coward, filed a report on Young Thug. He went live on Instagram saying, "I'm contacting your probation officer. You're going to jail." Think about that for a second. The man who built his entire online brand railing against snitches just snitched himself on camera with zero shame. The situation is even more dangerous because of what happened at Drew's party in Miami. Young Thug could be facing up to 20 years behind bars. Not 5, not 10, but 20, all because of someone he probably didn't even want to be in the same room with. To understand how intense this is, we need to go back to Halloween 2024. While everyone else was trick-or-treating, Jeffrey Lamar Williams, aka Young Thug, walked out of a Georgia jail after spending over 2.5 years locked up on the historic YSL RICO case, the longest trial in Georgia state history, with 28 people indicted, multiple gang and murder charges, drug and firearm charges. Thug didn't walk out clean. He took a plea deal. He was sentenced to 40 years total, with the first 5 commuted to time served, followed by 15 years probation. But here's the critical part. There's a backloaded 20-year sentence waiting in the wings. If he completes probation successfully, that 20-year sentence disappears, but if he violates, he serves the full 20 years. The conditions are strict. No contact with known gang members or co-defendants except Gunna and his brother Unfun. Banned from the Atlanta metro area for 10 years, must give anti-gang presentations, and cannot promote gang activity. Every move he makes carries consequences. This isn't the first time Thug has been tested. In April 2025, prosecutors argued he violated probation through social media, targeting a DA investigator, Marissa Vitorito, in a now-deleted post. The judge ultimately ruled that while imprudent, Thug's actions did not justify incarceration, but that close call was a warning shot. Stay low, stay quiet, avoid drama. Enter Charleston White. For those unfamiliar, White was born May 17, 1977, in Fort Worth, Texas. By 14, he was involved in a robbery leading to a murder charge and time in juvenile detention. After serving time, he turned his life around, studying criminal justice at Texas Wesleyan University and co-founding a youth outreach program, HYPE. But social media changed everything. White discovered that controversy pays, building his brand around outrage, drama, and hot takes on hip-hop culture and street life. He's amassed hundreds of thousands of followers and, importantly, has no problem involving law enforcement when it serves him. White has a long track record, macing Soulja Boy and filing a police report, calling CPS on Finesse Tuza twice over a child artist, repeatedly challenging T.I. over his son, and clashing publicly with Boozy Badass. He's been in and out of courtrooms and headlines for years. Most importantly, he's obsessed with labeling Young Thug a snitch. When audio allegedly surfaced of Thug speaking about fellow rapper Pee Wee Roscoe during a police interrogation, White went nuclear, posting video after video, making inflammatory comments, and cementing his brand as Young Thug equals snitch. And now, the irony. Charleston White, the self-proclaimed anti-snitch, has just put Young Thug back in jeopardy. Last night's events could have serious legal consequences for Thug, all stemming from someone whose reputation is built entirely on calling others for doing exactly what he just did. Hip-hop has rarely seen a situation this layered, ironic, and potentially dangerous. Charleston White has always screamed snitch online. But here's the thing, he's never been shy about calling law enforcement when it benefits him. CPS, police reports, restraining orders, civil suits, he's done it all, publicly, proudly. The rules were always different for Charleston, and last night, the culture finally got to see that fully exposed. The main event, Saturday, March 28, 2026, Miami, Florida. Dusky, the comedian and content king, just wrapped season 2 of Could Have Been Love and held a reunion event. This isn't just any party. Forbes ranked him number 9 on top creators after he earned $14 million in 2025. A-listers, athletes, rappers, influencers, everybody shows up when Dusky calls. And in this room, 2 people who absolutely should have stayed worlds apart ended up face to face, Young Thug and Charleston White. Details of what led to the confrontation are still unclear, but Charleston posted his version immediately. He shared video of him yelling at Thug and his crew from a distance, accusing them of threatening his life. He claimed Thug said, "You're gonna lose your life right here." Think about that. Words like that on FAA property, federal ground, not some club parking lot. Charleston White knew exactly what that meant. For a man on probation with 20 years waiting in the wings, this was serious. He threatened to press charges for terroristic threats, claimed someone in Thug's entourage was armed, announced he was filing a restraining order, and then the line that broke the internet. He's contacting Young Thug's probation officer Monday morning. You going to jail. The irony is wild. The man who spent years branding Thug a snitch is now the one using the law to potentially trigger 20 years. Some people defend him, saying self-protection isn't snitching. And yes, on the surface, that's reasonable. But Charleston didn't just act to protect himself. He deliberately weaponized the legal system, celebrating his power over Thug's freedom. The power imbalance is clear. Charleston walks away free. No probation, no backloaded sentence, no conditional freedom. Young Thug, every room he enters is now a potential trap. Every clout chaser, every beef, every opportunist knows exactly what to do. Provoke, film, report, and activate 20 years. This isn't just drama, it's a lesson in how street codes get weaponized in the social media era. The no-snitch rule was never meant for situations like this. It was about protecting communities from an over-policing system. Now, it's a content strategy, a brand, a tool for manipulation. And last night, Charleston White used it like a hammer against Young Thug. Freedom under these conditions is fragile, conditional, and it doesn't survive a bad night. Sunday, March 29, 2026. Charleston White says he's filing the report Monday morning. Young Thug hasn't responded yet, but his legal team will have to move fast. Unlike last April, this one has witnesses, video, location, quotes, an armed entourage, and FAA property. The judge already warned him once. 20 years is literally on the table. Hip-hop is wild out here, and this story is far from over. Drop in the comments, was Charleston White dead wrong for filing the report, or should Thug's team have kept him away from that room? Keep it real, and I'll see you.